there, it's Kevin with Roguedeckbuilder.com here with an M14 or M15 deck update. This is a card that everyone wants to see brewed around. It's Waste Not here. So I've brewed together a Waste Not deck with Whispering Madness. I don't know if this is going to be the most powerful way to utilize Waste Not in Standard, but I definitely thought I would try the old Notion Thief, Whispering Madness, Waste Not combo. So basically the combo in the deck with Waste Not is that when Whispering Madness goes off, each player discards their hand and draws cards equal to the highest number of cards drawn, and therefore hopefully they will be discarding a lot of cards, and then you'll be able to get a lot of value out of Waste Not. There's actually another Waste Not here. It's being proxied at the moment, as I don't have the fourth copy. Young Pyromancer is kind of in here as the, I guess, 4 through 8 or 5 through 8 of the Waste Not. I'm gonna test to see how well it does. But let's just go down the entire deck list here. Again, most of these are going to be done live because these cards are not available on MTGO yet. Plus, I'm having issues with the V4 client. I absolutely abhor V4, and V3 is now currently, well, forever, is no longer going to be a playable game. So anyhow, I'm gonna have to get V4 figured out before I can actually figure out how to do deck techs on V4. So anyway, the mana base is pretty self-explanatory. We're using Watery Graves, we're using Blood Crypts, we're using the temples, 2 of Temple of Deceit, 4 of Temple of Malice, and 1 of Temple of Epiphany. So that gives us options of 7 of them. We have 4 swamps, 1 island, 1 mountain. I just want ways to tap that doesn't either hurt me or come into play tap. And then 2 mana confluences to kind of round out our 23 lands. Again, I'm cheating on lands here. I might need to go up in lands, but we curve out at 4, so we have an aggressive curve. And we do have Rakdos Keyrune here. I guess we curve out at 5 with Keranos, but we have Rakdos Keyrune. I think Rakdos Keyrune is very good. It's kind of like our Mutavault in this deck. I've been a fan of Rakdos Keyrune for a long time. I think it is very underrated. Then we have, of course, for the discard, we have 4 Thoughtseizes and 2 Duresses. And then we also have 2 Rakdos return. So again, Rakdos Keyrune is a way to ramp so you can go first turn like Thoughtsieze, second turn Duress or something, and third turn Rakdos Keyrune, and then in fourth turn try to set up a huge Rakdos return to finish off discarding their cards. Now I want threats in this deck besides Waste Not. I'm a huge fan of Spike Jester, and I think he works perfectly in this deck as you first turn Thoughtseize, take the removal, and then drop a Spike Jester, and then they have to really deal with Spike Jester, and they have to be on the proactive. It's not you that's being proactive with the discard, it's them that has to find a way to handle the Spike Jester, or you can just win the game straight away with the Spike Jester and then empty their hand, and then they will have an answer for it. So that's my reasoning with the Spike Jester. Again, Young Pyromancer is just, he's a test card. I don't know if he's going to make the cut in the end. We have 4 Dreadbores and 2 Heroes Downfalls for our control. I could use cards like Doomblade or Ultimate Price, but I think that Heroes Downfalls and Dreadbores are the most powerful. And then, of course, it's the Notion Thief with Whispering Madness means that they do not draw any cards, and you continue to draw cards because they do not get to draw past the first. Let's see, if the opponent would draw a card, except the first one he draws in a draw step. So drawing off Whispering Madness does not work with Notion Thief, and you can lock him out that way. So you can lock him down kind of with the Whispering Madness, Waste Not, or you can lock him down with the Notion Thief and Whispering Madness. Again, I don't know how competitive this deck is going to be, but I thought I'd try it out. In the sideboard here, we have another Rackdos return to bring in versus control. Against creature-based decks, or mid-range-based decks especially, we have 2 Far and Aways in the sideboard. I've got Psychic Strike as the preferred counter spell. I think it's easier on the mana base. As again, everything on our deck taps for a black. 2 more Duresses versus control. I have the creature package here with 3 Bile Blights and a Doomblade. You'll usually be siding out the Spike Jesters in that case. Then we have 2 Soul Ransoms. I love this card in this deck because they're not going to be afford to Soul Ransom discard cards for Waste Not. And it's just a 4 mana take control of any creatures. You can take control of their Desecration Demon, their Stormbright Dragon, etc., etc. Then we have a 1 of Ashiok, why not, against control lists, and a 1 of Slaughter Games against control lists. So that's basically the fill of the deck, the gist of the deck. We're going to play a few matchups here live, so I hope it actually goes well. Again, please we are under construction, I guess, for live games. We're trying to get better at this. None of us have any experience with taping live games, so just bear with us. Again, in October, we are going to be setting up a studio at our new location, but we're going to need your donations to get there. So if you enjoy live matches, I've got a list of cards you can purchase at roguedeckbuilder.com to help us get the studio. I'm thinking it's going to take us at least $2 to $3 grand to get the studio running to where we want it to run, and it will be a great project though. If all goes together, we'll have an awesome thing. I've got an entire basement in the new location that we can dedicate towards the studio. So definitely gonna want to build like cool backdrops and just like high definition cameras and whatnot. So if you like these live matchups, and I think it'll be a lot nicer than going on the V4 client on MTGO. I know MTGO is what started my channel, but I want to do more live.